I'm Vormithrax. This is, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It is Monday. It is also brand new challenge day. Yay! Time for a new challenge. Let's see. Make sure everything else is working. Volume's working. Screen's working. Notifications are out. Yeah, I think everything's good. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of those things. I'll make a note. Gotta get rid of those. Howdy, howdy, cozy, cuz Lord Wexcrutch. Welcome. Yeah, it's my favorite part. It's always my favorite part. The beginning of a new challenge, always my mostest favoritist part. I like the early parts of the challenges, not so much the later parts. So, I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll do our normal waiting a few minutes for people to show up. What else do I need to look at? Well, that's good to go. I think we're good. I can just chit-chat and answer questions. Respond to chat. I don't have to go through and explain the previous, what happened before. Where I can look to find Vorm's font settings. We have a command for that. It's actually in the title. Now, there is a problem. There is a problem. That video is not quite accurate anymore. So, they made some changes to how things work. So, unfortunately, that'll give you some of the info, but don't try to follow that video step by step because there have been some changes. There's a new folder some things have to go into, and I may have to re-update the video. It's one of the few videos I might be willing to actually update. But it'll tell you what font sizes I'm using, the actual font that I'm using for both the map settings and so on. How and where to set them up has changed slightly. So just be a little cautious when you're using that video for info. I went through and refigured out the new way because somebody had a problem, I don't know, a month or two ago, but now I've forgotten again. I haven't really touched that stuff in so long that I just don't have it memorized. I think the biggest thing is where the font type, how it's called now, meaning where you have to put it and the naming conventions. Yeah. And also realize I typically on my because I'm doing this live for an audience who a lot of them watch it on phones and tablets. I have my font sizes higher than people would usually do, so they're larger. That way, folks on smaller screen sizes can still see things and be able to read them. Yeah, so that's the whole point. Yeah, I did a monstrous amount of testing, retesting, retesting, fiddling, converting, changing, adjusting, retesting, fiddling, until I eventually settled on the font size, font style, font type, and so on. Got it looking nice and crisp and easy to read for just about everybody. I've had it dialed in, and it's been set this way for, I don't remember now, 2 years. So yeah, I've never had anybody complain.
Floral Minotaur hem.
Never had anybody complain or tell me that they had any issues with the setup. So I've been pretty happy with these settings for quite a while. Hey there, Kevlar Kello. Yes, the Floral Minotaur. We are basically doing the exact opposite of what I just did. With Mouse Rat, we went high visibility, super speedy, super dodgy, and so on. For this one, we're going no vision, no movement bonuses, no dodge ability. I'm basically flipping it around the other direction so people can see a different style. We're also going to do melee weapon training, and we're picking the Fior Di Battaglia. Flower of Battle, martial art style or melee weapon training style. I think I maybe have done that once before in a series, but if I have, it's been so long I don't remember it in the slightest. So it was time to revisit it. So I wanted to go with a heavy weapon, super size, super slow type of engagement. Now, I've also flipped my difficulty settings back to the default game world. I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm going to keep doing it. So I alternate between stupid hard mode, which is my 2 years evolution type stuff, or the 4 times faster evolution plus double zombies and all that stuff. So we're now flipping. I just did one of those. Now we're flipping back to the default world. So just basic default game world settings. So yes, I know it's going to be a little easier for me. I'm aware. I do this specifically so that newer and or intermediate players can see the game played in the types of worlds they're playing. I don't need every one of my challenges to be ultra cutting edge, stupid hard mode, insanity level difficulty. I do enjoy those, but I don't want to be exclusively those. So I've just basically decided, like, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago, we're just going to flip-flop. I'll do an easy game world or a default game world, and then I'll throw in one of the crazy ones. So we're back to a default one. So I think this one will go a little easier on the front end because I won't have all the crazy monsters, especially for the character build. I'm also basically showing off what can be done in the character build system. I get asked a lot by new players, what's the best build? And I never can answer that question because you can do a crazy amount with just all sorts of combinations. So this time we're going to go high strength and dex. I haven't done one of those in a while. And then I've stacked it up with a bunch of other abilities and mutations and martial art styles. And we're going to make him stupid, crazy powerful. The long-term goal for the challenge is to get the ultimate weapon, which I'm not sure what the ultimate weapon is for this style. I assume it's the battle axe or halberd or something like that. So we got to acquire at least one of those at the far high end of the weaponry line for this particular martial style. And then we're also going to try to go cattle mutation route. We're going to try to go post-threshold cattle. Now, that'll be interesting with a 4 intelligence character. And, you know, we'll try to install CBMs. That'll be fun with 4 intelligence. We can't possibly fail those. We're gonna throw ourselves on the mercy of a nurse bot with a doctor's badge for those. But I want to become a tank. I want to be a full-on, super huge cattle, you know, bull minotaur, flower of battle. And, yeah, we're going to be a battle cattle. That is the goal, because we are the Minotaur. We're the Floral Minotaur, named Daisy, appropriately. So, yeah, we're going to try to go the full post-threshold cattle line. That makes a super huge tank size, all that good stuff. So if we can get a few useful CBMs to go with those mutations, it should be interesting. Should be interesting. You think you'll be able to bash down doors in labs? I don't know. We're not starting in a lab. We're starting out in the woods. This is the experiment version. So we're not starting in the lab. It'll just be in the middle of the random woods somewhere. Very first thing I'm going to do is go hunt me down some of those crazy, stupid, feral humans that I love so much and, you know, borrow a fire axe. That's plan number 1. Go stomp some feral humans to death and get a battle axe. Or a fire axe. Fire axe will do me good until I can get a hold of some of the medieval weaponry. So, but yeah, we're going to show off a few things. This, I think this build is going to go just stomp the crazies out of standard zombies. So we'll see. We'll see. Was there a reason for fast metabolism? It's the only one I don't see a reason for. I had some points to spend. I needed to spend in the negative column, and fast metabolism is still basically a bonus trait for people that don't really need to worry about food. So you still do get a stamina bonus, an endurance bonus by taking fast metabolism. So I'm perfectly fine with fast metabolism. To go with our indefatigable. So we should have stupid amounts of strengths, stupid amounts of hit points, and all the good stuff. No, Naginata and Nadachi don't work for Flower of Battle. It's a pretty small list. It's mostly axes and polearms. And it's not a large list. So it's got weird things like the pickaxes on the list. And yeah, it's got some odd ones. I'll show you when we get in game. I'll be able to show you. But we'll look at it then. Full plate in the Claymore? Nope, no full plate in the Claymore. But yeah, I haven't run this martial arts style melee weapon training before, so, or if I have, it's been too long. I'll have to take a look at it and be careful. I know the one thing I have to worry about or be careful of is trying to disengage from melee combat. The enemy gets a big bonus if I try to retreat. So, yeah, we'll see how it's going to go. Alright, so, I think that's long enough. People should have shown up by now if they're gonna. So, brand new challenge, the Floral Minotaur. We are a unwilling mutant named Daisy. We've escaped the lab, we're wandering in the forest, that's our starting position. And as I've been mentioning, we're flipping the script from the last challenge to this one. We're basically doing something completely opposite from the last one. Last one was super speed, super dodgy, super good vision range, and all that kind of stuff. We got none of that for this one. We're just thud and blunder, tank, stomp them to death, type of a character. So it's built in a few specific ways. I'll talk more about when we get in game. And we're going with the Flower of Battle, Fior Di Battaglia, for the melee weapon training. That is basically polearms bonuses. So we're going to try to track some of those down and have some fun. The goal of the challenge is just loosely to get one of the high-end weapons, medieval-type weapons, as well as try, if we can manage it, to go mutate cattle. Go the cattle mutation line, see if we can get to the post-threshold, get to the tank mutation lines, all that kind of stuff. So we should end up with strength like 18 or 19, without any bionics and all the other benefits and bonuses and negatives. So yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. I don't know how well we're going to accomplish the mutation part with a 4 intelligence character, but we only have one skill that we really need to raise, so it'll just take extra time to get that skill raised up from 0, and then we'll go for it. Hooves equals not able to wear shoes, rollerblades, etc. Correct. There is a very big bonus to having hooves and high strength, though. If you haven't seen it, you'll see it here in a few minutes. So it's just ridiculous amounts of damage. Way more than I think it warrants. They call it a negative, but I insist that it's yet another one of those red traits that is way better. Well, actually, they say it's a neutral. I guess I could live with the neutral. It's not, I don't really consider it a negative. It just depends on how to use it. You got to know what the consequences are and use it appropriately. But yeah, we won't be able to wear rollerblades or anything like that. Yep. Conveniently large and tank and all that stuff will be fun. It's going to be a while before we get to that stage, though. We're going to have to do a lot of traveling around and getting some stuff done. Hopefully, with our ability to, you know, stomp early zombies, we'll be able to just beeline for a few buildings, museums, and pawn shops, and things like that to look for medieval gear. We'll see. Again, completely default game world. If you're checking the settings, no changes. I just built a default game world. So it's not double zombies, it's not super speed evolution, none of that. We're going to run this one as just a standard default new player game world, and that's what we're going for. Will you even fit inside a car in-game? I forget if tank lets you even get in the car. There's a point where you're so large, you can get in, but you take constant escalating pain because you're crammed into this tiny space. I forget if there's a size that just flat says, nope, you can't even get in the car. I forget. Maybe there is. It's been too long since I did one of those. Did you kill or delete Mandy Dwyer? I have not yet killed or deleted Mandy Dwyer. I'm actually leaving Mandy Dwyer up because I want to do a video or two using that character and that build that she's currently at to demonstrate a few things. So, Mandy Dwyer still lives on my hard drive, but we're done with that challenge, obviously, since we're starting a new one. Okie dokie. So, I think that's all I need to talk about. Yeah. So, we're going 14-12 for Strength and Dex, 4-4 Intelligence Perception, Melee 5. That gives us access to all of the abilities or techniques for our melee weapon training. Cutting weapons of 2, which should figure into our weapon damage type, the primary damage type. Brown hair, growling voice, hooves, indefatigable melee weapon training, which is the Fior Di Battaglia, flower of battle. Thick-skinned, tough, fast metabolism, ponderous, poor healer, and strong scent. Yeah, most of it seemed to fit pretty well with the big bull person. I think that's everything. I'm not going to pick a starting location. It's just going to put me in the woods. Hopefully we don't get stuck in, like, I think one time I did this. I literally got stuck in the woods, and we traveled and traveled and traveled and traveled and could never even find a road. It was awful. Hopefully we don't get that kind of nonsense again. But let's get things started. It's already been long enough. We're 15 minutes in, so all of the purists over on YouTube will now have a chance to scramble for the actual gameplay starts at 15 minutes. Comment. Are you sure you're finished? Yes. And there you go. Fior Di Battaglia. Medieval Europe's martial techniques for fighting with polearms. The flower of battle places great focus on countering one's opponent, knocking them down before landing a killing blow. That's what we want. All right, where's it going to put me? Hey, we got a road and slimes. That's not too bad. It almost put me right on top of a slime pit. But we've got a small rural house with a silo nearby we can get a little bit of vision off of. And a tiny town of Thetford. A couple of houses, and that's about it. A pizza parlor and a couple of houses. Okay. That'll at least get us started. We might be able to stomp the entire place flat. And we got... maybe this road continues north, and we've got a road going out that way. That one dead ends at a trailhead. I see nothing else. So, our options are fairly limited.
Woo got back from work to a stream start.
Hey, Fernlicker, you're just in time. Okay, so that's always the first thing you do. You open your map and you look at your environment and you make some decisions, make some plans. So I'm actually going to go to the east first. We'll check the rural house. It's likely no enemies over here, so we'll check that out. We'll climb up on the silo. Well, without binoculars or anything, we won't get too much additional vision range, but it'll give us a bit. So we might spot something else that'll be useful. Then once we're done there, we'll probably just march up the road and start looking for ways into Thetford. Alright, so here's our character again. We are Daisy, the Floral Minotaur. We have 5.8 effective dodge with 0 skill. That's because we've got no gear. We've got no encumbrance, no nothing. That'll change. That'll change pretty quickly. What else? No other skills other than melee and the cutting weapons, so we're starting from scratch on everything else. And anything I need to explain. So this is 25% more stamina than usual. Fast Metabolism also recovers stamina slightly faster, but we need more food. Tough is a 20% bonus to all hit points. We have a boatload of hit points. 14 strength. I don't know what the base hit points are off of 14 strength. Somebody might know off the top of their head. It's a lot. I mean, at 8 strength, you get 86 as your starting hit points. So I don't know what the number is, but whatever that number is for the base strength 14, we've also got tough, which adds an additional 20%. So we're loaded on hit points. We got tough skin, so a little more cutting and bashing damage. I think it's only like 1 or 2 points, but you know, it adds up. We got our weapon skill, Fior Di Battaglia. And ponderous. Oh yeah, we move slower. So we are ponderous. Muscles are generally slow to move, so we've got a 10% move speed debuff. Poor healer and strong scent. We are stinky. Alright, there you go. Let's see. Let's talk about the martial arts. So, Fior Di Battaglia. Here's the buffs and stuff. First thing to look at is down at the bottom. These are the weapons that are valid for this weapon style. The one I'm looking for early is going to be the fire axe. I should be able to get those from fire stations and firefighter zombies, of course. Possibly also fire trucks and feral humans. So I'm going to be looking to stomp feral humans. They're going to be the most common thing I come across. Other than that, it gets a little tricky to find something early you can use. The wood axe is on the list. There are some places we can get that. Sledgehammers are a little harder to come across. Pickaxe, I know where some are, but again, a little harder to come across. Hockey stick, you can find those in houses semi-often. Halberd, glaive, and battle axe. Those are the ones that I'm going to be looking for as our quote-unquote final or end-game weapon. If we can get a hold of any one of those, I'll consider that actually accomplishing that part of our challenge. So I want... Oh, or Lucerne hammer, that also. So basically any of the full-on medieval hammers or axes or polearms. So if we can get any one of those, that'll satisfy that particular one. Then we're going for mutations and just seeing just how ridiculously powerful we can make the character. Other than that, techniques, stand your ground. Basically, I have to stand still. I have to let the enemy come to me, even in groups, and I have to just stand there and take it. I'm going to have almost no dodge. As you can see, while I'm standing my ground, my dodge is lowered, but I block a hell of a lot more because I block an extra 50% of my strength, and we get +2 bonus to block for the stack. If I try to move, that's what happens. Tactical retreat. I get dodge, but I block less. Whole bunch less. So, it's not good. And we get a -2 penalty to block. So I don't want to be retreating if I can manage it. Tactical feinting, that is the which one does that? Oh, I think that is a precursor to another thing. That's when I miss. If I miss an attack, it's considered a tactical feint, and then it queues up another thing later that gives me a big bonus. Defense break, accuracy +1, that's a block buff. Displace and hook, that's a block counter. That will allow me to counteract and down enemies for a couple of rounds. High round strike, massive bash, cut, stab damage bonuses. High round feints, hook and drag, colpo de grazia. Again, big old damage. Greater chance to activate, +100%. Only activates on a crit, only works on a down target. So I have a special ability that allows me to just put the World of Hurt on a down target, and then there's also one that works on, I think, stun targets. Is it hook and drag? Well, hook and drag downs enemies. I forget the other one. There's another one in, I think it's... whatever. You'll see when we get into it. But basically, I want to pick my fighting point and stand there and just kill everything. And if I knock somebody down, I need to keep hitting them while they're down to get criticals and finishing blows with some of my other techniques. Yeah. Yeah, we're not running Magicalism, so none of the other funny stuff. Not on this run, anyway. Slow and smelly. That's what we are. We're doing the opposite of what we did with Mouse Rat. We're going to be big and stompy and just pulp things all over the place. All right, and we're going to be horrible at night because I'm going to have no night vision, and we're going to be slow, and it's going to be glorious. So let's get moving. That's enough yakking. Let's use the door, I guess. What do we got? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't care about that direction. Nothing. So little in the way of gear in these cabins. Chunk of meat, some hot sauce, a pot, and a steak knife. I got no way to carry any of this stuff yet, so we're not even going to bother to pick any of that up. I'm not going to make a sling or anything. There's nothing critical here. Let's just go jump up into the silo. Get a look around, and we'll head to town. Climbing up, oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll be okay with that. Yeah, this isn't going to show us much. Hey, we see a cabin. We got a tiny bit more info. And the road does continue. That's pretty much it. That's all we learned. I'm hoping this challenge goes a little faster. I think we can get this one moving pretty quickly, given the world settings and the character build. Especially if I get a hold of one of the approved weapons for the style. Yep, not a lab start. This is the experiment start, which it posits that you have already escaped the lab and you're out in the wilderness all by yourself with no gear or no things. So, not a lab start. Huge spiders, raccoons, mosquitoes. I don't care about any of that. There were no clothes in the rooms. They were all empty. I did check. There were none. Yeah, low wind's going to be fun. It's all good. As long as you understand the consequences of your choices. Fungaloids! Oh, lovely. The first and only town I've got on my map, and we've got fungus in the area. A zombie is going after the fungaloid. The fungaloid's busy dropping spores. Alright. Well, that particular cabin or rural house very rarely has anything. Ready for a cow fight? I'm not going to be fighting any cows myself. But yeah, the rural house is always very, very light. I find books there, and there's a tiny bit of stuff in the kitchen, and almost nothing in the rest of the house. That's just the way it's always been. So it's the POI setup, not anything to do with really the drop settings. All right, so let's play with some zombies. Let's see what happens here, so everybody can understand just what you can do when you build a character with multi-pool. I got no stuff. Let's switch to Brawling. All right, Daisy, you ready for this, Daisy? Oh, we lost. We missed twice. No, not a grab. God dang it, we're already losing. 5 damage. There you go. It's that number right there I want you to note. You kick the zombie with your hooves for 42 damage. Alright, come on. Load the achievements. There you go. Lost the conduct pacifist. Okay, 1 zombie down. A few to go still. None of the zombies I want, or no feral humans. We got no fire station. What do we got going on? We got a SWAT truck? SWAT truck. SWAT truck with wheels. And a broken security system. Uh-oh. And diesel. Oh no, the engine's faulty and the battery's draining. Likely I won't be able to drive it. Everything looked good right up until that part. Oh well. That'd be pretty funny, getting Daisy, the Floral Minotaur, into a SWAT truck the first few minutes. Most of those zombies are trapped up against or in that, so I could kill these and then come around and kill the others. Come and get me, zombies. Spread you guys out. Let's go after you first. Next. A clean suit. Dust mask. Potassium iodide. Ooh, nice cash card. Alright, we'll take the wallet. Unload. Wallets. Drop items. Whoa! Alright, that I don't want to deal with. That is not a good thing right there. Where the hell did that thing come from? That was quick. I was perfectly happy until that showed up. I am slow. Ah, this is not a good thing. Still good stamina. Mostly I just want to avoid the shock zombie. I think I'll just lose the crowd in the house. I could kill a few, just avoid the shock zombie. An M1911. I've already got enough of cash card. I should probably just avoid the zombies for the moment. Ooh. He'll actually be able to come through the... Come this way, zombie. There you go. Enjoy yourself inside there. Shotgun slugs. Energy cola. That's what... So, if you're wondering, strategy-wise, I lured this guy into this vehicle, and I'm using his inability to break through the quarter panels here. So I'm thinning out the rest of the zombies while he's kind of blocked in there. MP3 player and some meat jerky. Let's lead him back around. Whoops. Alright, that's not what I needed. I gotta remember I am not dodgy anymore, so I'm gonna take hits. Would like a lighter. And if we can fit the smartphone, that'd be okay. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's just go investigate the house. Did I take a branch? Will this actually be better? I think it'll be better. We'll wield the branch, leave the rest for now. I need carry capacity first before I start searching for things. Sort category. So we've got a very good lighter. Use a flashlight. Yeah, I have no room for anything. Alright, we gotta find some carry capacity. Briefcase. Some sunglasses. Where the sunglasses? Will you let me wield the briefcase while I've... Nope. Alright, we'll keep looking. A dive bag. Where the dive bag? Alright, we have our carry capacity. Codeine. Can use some codeine. Antiseptic. Perfect. Multivitamins. Tramadol. That's a well-stocked bathroom. Oh, I should grab the towel too. Now, I want a steak knife. Hammer. Flashlight. Screwdriver. Pliers. X-Acto knife. And postings. Oh, duct tape. Okay. I think that'll do. Hey, cooking oil. Food of the gods. Let's have the pineapple. I'll leave the rest for now. So, that and that have nothing of value. Park is also not helpful. So, it's either out and around through the forest to try to get back to here. I need to check the SWAT truck. So, vehicle, might drive, sports car. Not, and it's got wheels. Broken security system. It's got gasoline. Battery draining, but it might actually work. Alright, we'll go check it out. I'm gonna let those zombies start following me, but that's fine. Work fast enough, we can deal with it. No battery. Alright, so we're not gonna worry about you. Well done! Good job. Oh, can't close that door. Come on in. There you go. Let them hang out in another vehicle. This kind of thing here, using vehicles, very, very important tool for your toolbox, your survival toolbox. Always, always, always know your environment, know where your points of escape are. Keep locations nearby you can move to for breaking contact with the enemy, or you can use as barriers. All that kind of stuff. Luring bad guys into vehicles to stop or slow them is a critical trick in the early game. How much bleeding have I got going on? Fairly heavy. Alright, let's go here. We'll drop our branch. Apply. So if you don't have anything in your hand, it'll apply pressure to the wound. So we're going to try to stop the bleeding just by applying pressure. Bleeding has stopped. We're going to have a lot of bleeding because we're not dodgy on this build, so we're going to be getting hit a lot. Not going to worry about crafting anything yet. Chewing gum. Alright, regular zombie. Let's go see how we fare against a regular zombie. With a stick. Ooh. A cop zombie. Missed. Hit. Got grabbed. Got hit again. So we actually battered him for 26 with just the stick, and then the kick for 42. Helped out quite a bit. We're already down a level of torso. So, a Remington 700, heavily fouled. 3 out of 4 ammo. And nothing else I care about. I don't have a way of carrying that right now. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Come on down here, fat zombie. Yeah, I didn't bother to pulp the other stuff, but it shouldn't be a factor. What you got for me? H&K, a Glock magazine, some random ammo, shotgun bandolier, and a first aid kit. Well, I'll take the first aid kit. I can fit that, so I guess we'll take that. What, Alright, so it takes MP5 magazine specifically. Take that and unload it. Again, no battery, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's a beauty. If I could replace the battery, we could drive out of here in a SWAT truck. Maybe. It's not going to be able to charge the battery from the alternator with the drive belt. So, nope, we're not going to be able to use this truck anytime soon. That's another SWAT truck. It's a wreck, unfortunately, but it's got gear. We have 2 SWAT trucks. That's hilarious. And an APC. Who do we see up here? We got standard zombies and a soldier. No new buildings in sight yet. Most of the things over here are dead. think we've got some fungal versions that have taken over. Let's see. Anything on the ground? Sort. Some meth and some clothes. Ooh, military rucksack. Military rucksack right there, huh? Alright. Sig Pro 40 cal, fully loaded. Chest ammo pouch. Tactical helmet. Wear tactical helmet. I can't wear the ballistic mask. uh, 21 eye encumbrance. We can't see anything anyway. 20 mouth encumbrance. That could be problematic. Tactical helmet. 95% coverage. 15 encumbrance. 10 warmth. 10 bash. 12 cut. 14 ballistic. Ballistic mask, 95% also, 20 encumbrance for eyes and mouth. That's some funny stuff considering who and what we are. So, some normal zombies, some fungal. Let's, oh yeah, get that rucksack. Come here, rucksack. APC, how are you doing? Grenade launcher with no ammo. Alright. Nothing else is going to be useful. Oh, my favorite building. Let's all say it together. Duplex! Saw a screwdriver kit. Candle, do I want to... I probably should take a candle. I'm not going to worry much about food. I think we're going to come across it quite often, so I'm going to leave most of the food. We'll take, now that we've got all sorts of carry capacity and carry weight, I guess I should pick stuff up, huh? It'd probably be the smarter move. None of that stuff, though. Let's grab the cheese, yogurts, and the milk. And that's it for the moment. There is the... I thought there was a regular pot here. No pot. Survival under atomic attack. We're definitely going to start having to toss some things out. No thanks. Aspirin. We'll grab cough syrup just in case. Some saline. And some soap. We can clean up this rucksack. Oh yeah. I've got enough duct tape to put the makeshift glaive together. Back scabbard. Ooh. Ooh. I think that's swords only, isn't it? Does it actually list what it can be stored in? Does it list what will... almost any sword. What are saline eye drops even good for? When you get blinded by the boomers, you can just use the eye drops and it'll clear up your vision so you can see again instantly. Doesn't get rid of the glow, but it immediately lets you see again. And it weighs almost nothing, so I just grab some usually when I have an opportunity. Bondage suit. Oh, man. Laundry basket. A lot of carry capacity there. Torso, arms, and legs, close to skin. 75 and 90% coverage. 222. Hell yeah. Why not? Oh, it's 2 back scabbards even. Sure. What? Why not? Go for it. Oh, 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 oh! Alright, hold on. Lawnmower? Are you telling me I just put a lawnmower in my inventory? Did I just put a lawnmower in my inventory? Where's the lawnmower? Really? That's funny. I think they might not have gotten around to actually fixing all of the volume info on all the items. So it's 7 inches. It's 7 inches, a 7-inch lawnmower, a motorized push mower. All right, you guys. One of you guys a contributor, a dev? You want to make a note? Somebody needs to go fix the lawnmower. So, for anybody wondering why I want it, it's because of this right here. As soon as I get a hold of bolt turning, can I get it? Can I do that with the pliers? Take apart. Lawnmower. 45 minutes? Yeah, what the hell? There we go. We have blades. I need a stick from a tree. Please tell me I can make a makeshift glaive right away. Yeah, this one. I need those. Come here, you. Oh. Give me a makeshift glaive. Give it to me. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Ooh, we are rocking it. Now we're going to switch back over to Fior Di Battaglia. So I bring your attention to makeshift glaive, wielded. Valid weapon for the style. Now the problem is going to be it's got the flimsy tag, so it's not the best weapon. It's going to break. It's going to break pretty quick. But until it does, we've got a 31 cut, medium block ability with reach attack weapon that fits my martial arts style. Yeah. And we have an extra blade. I could put another one together. And all I need to put it back together is the blade, some duct tape, and a tree. The trees I can get anywhere. Duct tape's pretty easy to find. So even if it breaks, I don't know when it breaks. Does it disappear entirely or does it convert back to its component parts? I am unsure. It's making me laugh because we've got the martial art. We've got a fairly good, strong weapon for it right in the first hour. It's 2 hours. Plus, we're sitting on... Oops. Oh, come on. Plus, we're sitting on a full bondage suit with, back scabbard, rucksack, tack helmet, ballistic mask. All in the first few houses. 78 torso encumbrance. Yeah, that's a bit much. We're not going to hit anything. Let's see. Take off back scabbard. I'll probably end up taking off the dive bag and just using the rucksack. I have a water source up here in these woods. Looking for a pond. I don't see... There's one there, but there's stuff out and about I don't want to deal with. Spiders! We'll find another spot to clean it up. Okay, great time, great time. I don't need any of the rest of that. Don't need the branch, don't need the branch. Okay, let's go check the other side. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. We're just going to live on toastums. I got to remember I'm not a mouse anymore. The door is locked. I don't want to hit it with my stick. Really? Really? Strong as I am, I still can't do that? Cargo pants. We're in the full bondage gear. What am I looking at for leg encumbrance? 14 currently. Oh, I still got the subject suit on. I gotta get rid of the subject suit. Unload subject suit. Itch. Subject suit. Where? I think I might wait until we find fitted one. Yeah, let's wait. Hair trimmer. Shall we give our hair a trim? So, if you're wondering, thought we would get a morale bonus from that. I thought that was the point of the hair trimmer. Alright, whatever. Plenty of aspirin. Get one more soap bar. Oh, that's right. I need to make a wash kit too. Can't make the board yet. I think I need Fab 1 or something to make it. Alright, we'll worry about that later. Headlamp. Hell yeah, we'll wear a headlamp. Diver's watch is good. Alright, so what are we next to? The pizza parlor? Locked. Locked. What are you guys doing locking all the doors? Oh. The tree didn't give me any sticks. Coming to get me! I don't want it to come get me. Let's just leave the pizza joint alone. Working vehicle? No battery again. Man, we've had wheels on everything, but no battery power anywhere. I'll take a map. Oops, not what I wanted to drop. Already carrying a crazy amount of random stuff. Fletcher's friend. Do we want to go archery with our super Minotaur? What the hell? Whoa. Pizzas, pudding, cheese. What's going on down here? Croc-A-Gator! Ah, multiple Croc-A-Gators. Normally, I'd love to look through this place. I'd love that leather backpack, too. But, I'm not interested in fighting sewer gators. These things are rough. Funnel, screwdriver set we've already got. No wrench to be seen. Electric lantern. I guess while I got space. Whoa! Sewer gator came upstairs. A little unexpected. Wasn't done. Leave me alone for a second. Alright, let's see how this does. Missed. Missed. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. Leave me alone. Chop for 39. Till I sort out my torso encumbrance, we're gonna be missing a lot. I do still want to finish looking through that house. I saw a milkshake on the list there. A dinosaur suit. We're not playing a dinosaur this time, right? Okay, so we've got 2 houses, and then we're done with this town. Ha, that's quite the bridge. That's one of the longer bridges I've seen generated. Really? The river is this wide? This wide, and then this wide? What? Or is that a separate river? It runs south that direction. Gonna be some interesting waterways over there. Oh, this is one of those big double lot houses. A backpack and a hiking backpack. All right, we can sort our crap out now. Unload. Military rucksack. Drop. Drop. Drop, drop, drop. Drop, drop. Oh, this is so annoying. Where? I should have worn this first. Hiking backpack. Grab everything except... Ah, so the hiking backpack's not big enough to hold it, huh? Oh, that was in my hand. Oh, holy crap, I damaged it already. Yeah, that's flimsy, all right. What did I kill? 1 thing with it so far? And it's already about to break? Not recommended. Okay, I was going to drop the rucksack. Goodbye, rucksack. Then unload the dive bag. I'll take you with me while I've got space. What's that get us to? Back down to 44? A little better.